and the countdown begins. So let's hop right on in there. Let me update the overlay and then we'll get right on in this. Sock is human, of course, and OrcWorker. Ooh. OrcWorker was such a long name. Boom. Alright, overlay is good. Turn the sound back on, and let's start this game. Spawning as the yellow orc from Belarus, we have OrcWorker. And his opponents spawning as the blue human from South Korea, we have Sock. Human versus orc, last refuge. Alright, so Sock's been known to do some quirky strategies. Like, he'll play different stuff. He's the one that started the whole solo Beastmaster tank play on Turtle Rock. Now, I don't know if that was a strategy they did back in the day, but if it was, he's the one that brought it back into popularity. Like, just this couple days ago, I watched Chamiko do it on his stream, and I felt really bad for that undead. But we'll have to see. Right now, he's opening up the Archmage first, getting some footmen. I don't think we'll see an expansion. Usually, the only map humans will expand versus orc is on Echo Isles. Expanding versus orc can be really tough. And of course, we do see Blademaster Grunt from OrcWorker. So what I expect here is for Sock to tech up the tier 2. And get his double sanctums up, of course, and, you know, get his caster breakers up and do his little fight. I'm not sure if he'll go for the tier 2 sky push. A lot of times I don't see human players do that anymore. They play it more of the European style where they'll just go into the late game with their breakers, maybe get a Mountain King, and, you know, just take it to the late game and win in a micro fight. Sometimes you still see the sky push, though. For those that don't know what the sky push is, it's where the human will tech up the tier 2, they'll still get their sanctums, get their casters, and they'll join it with either a Beastmaster and rarely a Fire Lord, and they'll do like a little tier 2 tower push onto the orc and try to hit him before the orc can get his massive raiders and walkers out. It's a pretty powerful timing, but after all the years of playing versus it, orcs have gotten better and better at holding it off, so that's why human players don't really do it anymore. Either way, though, I'm talking too much. So Sock, he did the militia creep on his green, got a circlet. OrcWorker sniped the Forest Troll High Priest, hoping to get some sentry wards, maybe some wands, but he got a replenishment potion instead. And now we go into that phase of orc versus human that I like to call the phase where the orc chases the human around until one of them gets boots of speed. It's a good phase to have. It happens in most human versus orc games. And Scout Footman for Sock being nice and annoying, getting some hack and slashes off on these peons. Same time though, OrcWorker gonna get the other High Priest, double replenishment pot. OrcWorker does not have the same item luck that Focus does. That is for sure. Alright, so we got Sock pulling more militia, creeping out another green camp. He has started his tech to tier 2. He's a little under halfway. OrcWorker, of course, with the quicker tech. I do believe he went for a 1 burrow tech, which is pretty much the fastest tech in the game. Ooh, oh, gets 1 peon actually. That's kind of annoying. And while he's teching, he can't rebuild that peon. So nice little annoying damage Sock's doing here. Same time he's creeping Archmage at level 2, and he wants level 3 if he is going to do a sky push for those level 2 water elementals. Level 2 water elementals are so strong. They're good at demolishing orc burrows. Blademaster, of course, is level 2 as well, so OrcWorker does have his critical strike. Alright. And Boots of Speed will be picked up by the Archmage, so he will be able to outrun the Blademaster. OrcWorker trying to snipe the Magi. If Sock was paying attention, he should have saw this with his footman. I don't think he paid attention. Oh, he might have. He's running back, but he won't be here in time. Wand of Mana Steel. And man, OrcWorker is having some really bad item luck here right now. He's probably going to sell that for 200 gold. There's a reason some players call it the poop stick. That's what some players call it. Anyways, though, tier 2 is finished. We see the Mountain King. We got the double Arcane Sanctum. So with the Mountain King, I don't think this is going to be a sky push. Mountain King is... It's not impossible, but it's really hard to pull off the sky push with the Mountain King. Anyways, though, we got these footmen continuing to be annoying. Lots of peons loaded into the burrow, and this Spirit Lodge taking loads of damage, and I do believe it will be forced to get canceled. Yes, it does. Nice play out of Sock. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter versus OrcWorker is almost out, so he's going to be able to hex that Archmage and try to drive Sock away. Trying to get a second cancel in the Spirit Lodge. Is there enough damage? Oh, there is not. And there's the Hex. And Sokka is going to have to back off. Now the Shadow Hunter has Hex, but the Speed Scroll is being used. Can he get another Hex off? He does. And now lots of damage being used here. And Sokka's going to have to TP. I don't know why I'm having so many hiccups right now. Oh, boy. Sorry about that. Nightbot doesn't like spammers. You hope for Warcraft 4?
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't really want a Warcraft 4. I kind of want to stay here, but if they did like a Warcraft 3 remastered, I'd be happy with that. Anyways, though, OrcWorker, can he get some better luck? He's been getting some pretty crappy items this game. Another wand. Oh my god. He's gotten... so far, he's gotten 2 replenishment pots and 2 Wand of Mana Stealings. He did get a Tome of Experience, though, so that's nice. Level 2 on the Shadow Hunter. And Sock gonna do a little Militia Creep at his Merc Camp. His Mountain King, his out. Archmage still not level 3, though, so he still doesn't have those level 2 Water Elementals. He's trying to get the rock going. Scourge Bone Chimes. Not the greatest, but most of his army is still footmen. He has gotten into that point of the game where his army is going to be all breakers and casters. So the Scourge Bone Chimes can still get a little bit of use out. Level 3, Book of the Dead. This item could be useful. It really all comes down to if Sock gets add-up on his priests and uses their Mass Dispel. And Sock is okay. He does have an Arcane Tower. That's a late tower, but it will come up in time. I think what OrcWorker wanted to do is run up and use the Book of the Dead. He still can, but the Arcane Tower is going to be able to clean it up pretty quick. So they do extra damage versus summoned units. And Book of the Dead do count as summoned units. Oh no, he's going to use the book to creep out the Magi here. I like this play out of Worker here. Oh, can he get a good item? Ankh? It's alright. Meanwhile, if you looked at Sock's items, those are the items OrcWorker wants. Slippers, circlets, Scourge Bone Chimes, but no, it went to the human player. And both players still continuing to creep. He can't get claws from these Ogre Magi, though. Will he, though? That's the real question. Gloves to haste. Can't go wrong with more attack speed. But he also got level 3 in the Shadow Hunter. Level 2 Healing Wave is going to make a big difference in the fights. Right now it is 41 supply for OrcWorker versus 46 of Sock. Sock creeping away. His Archmage did get level 3, so he has the level 2 Water Elementals. Mountain King very close to level 3 for his level 2 Storm Bolts. And right now OrcWorker has no clue where Sock is. He's searching all over the map for him. It's not a situation you want to be as at Orc. You always want to know where your opponent is at all times. And this will allow Sock to take this really risky creep. He's getting the Merc Camp right outside OrcWorker's base. This should like never happen. Footman getting caught out, gonna get hexed. OrcWorker picking up a heal scroll from the shop. And his Blade Master is gonna find him. Oh, what was the item? Robe of the Magi. Very nice. Lots of mana on that Mountain King now. Up to 450. Alright, we're going to see an engagement, though. It's 50 supply versus 44. OrcWorker is down by 6 supply right now. He gets 1 Spellbreaker, though. Nice and Snare. Here comes the Spirit Walkers. There's the Spirit Links. Nice and Snare. Going to get a Priest as well. There it goes. Healing Wave from the Shadow Hunter. It's Militia coming in from behind, flanking these Spirit Walkers. This forces OrcWorker to use his heal scroll, and he's going to speed scroll out of this or try to get in a better position. But I don't think this is a good fight for OrcWorker at all. He's getting some nice pickoffs, though, but this is not a fight he can win. Does he have a TP? He does not have a TP, and he used his speed scroll. That was his one exit here, so he's kind of forced the fight right now. That's level 4 in the blade, another heal wave. That was the Shadowhunter's last heal wave. And there goes another Spirit Walker as well. But OrcWorker has evened up the supply here, and Sock trying to get in a better position here. He can definitely kite this Orc army pretty easy. They're all slowed. Here comes the Kodo. Oh, he tried eating that Spellbreaker. He's gonna get this priest though. I want to make a religion joke, but I'm not gonna do it. Is the priest kosher? Anyways, though, nice bolt. Healing wave being used. Shadowhunter is definitely out of mana now. No clarity pots, no mana pots. What? OrcWorker's continuing to get some nice snipes here. Nice crit. That's level 4 for his Shadowhunter. This level 2 crit's doing a lot of damage right now, but at the same time, so is the blade. And there's a Storm Bolt! Oh no, and the blade goes down! Oh, he had the Ankh though. He'll come back. He'll come back with half mana and half health. Or no mana and half health, I believe. Rip. Oh, man. And to think I was dissing that item earlier.
Players' forces are under
I take
attack.
that back. Ankh is a good item. Kodo was able to finish this snack, but the bolt is gonna be able to let him die. So no more damage, Ara. No more Warsong battle drums, or the Kodo battle drums. He's gonna have to get another one. After that fight, though, it's 44 for OrcWorker versus 41 to Sock. And Sock's gonna take this opportunity to creep out the red. So let's see what he can get from this Ogre Lord. Crystal Ball, not that good of an item.
Players' forces are
He's gonna use it though, so he sees that OrcWorker's doing his red. So OrcWorker better creep this fast. Sock might be running over for a creep jack. OrcWorker, Cloak of Flames would be nice. Legion Dunehorn would be nice. Khadgar's Pipe would be nice. Warsong Ancient Django Drum's Endurance, not bad. Increased attack and movement speed, can't go wrong with that, especially with slow being casted on all of your units. Alright, more healing waves coming down from the Shadowhunter here. There's the Spirit Links as well. It's been kind of a passive game. We did see that big fight though, but most players creeping. But we are at that point on Last Refuge where most of the creep camps are gone, so I do suspect another fight. Both players have rebuilt back up to 50 supply. Do we see any upgrades? No? 0-0 for OrcWorker. Sokka's 0-0 as well. He doesn't even have his blacksmith.
Players' forces are under attack.
Armor upgrades and Spellbreakers are really nice. Spellbreakers have a lot of armor. Yes, they got 3 armor, which isn't that bad for anti-caster unit, I would say. So usually human players will get the armor upgrades for them just to make them that much tankier. I mean, to compare them, Grunts only have 1 armor, and Raiders only have 1 armor as well. So yeah, Orc units really don't have that much armor. 1 armor for the Kodo as well. I'll have to see how much armor Taran has. It's probably going to be the one with the highest armor in the Orc, in all the units that Orc can create. Sock solo creeping his Mountain King. He wants to try to get a level 5 Mountain King. Level 3 Stormbolt would be sweet for the next fight. At the same time, OrcWorker trying to get level 5 Blade for a level 3 crit. So both players really wanting to get that damage out, and that Blade is so close. Oh no, he's creeping out the green. He should save one of these creeps for the Blade, but he's not going to. Worker even getting some Wyverns. They do good piercing damage versus Orcs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, both players have broken into low upkeep. It's 56 versus 58. And OrcWorker coming in for an attack here. Here comes the Blade from behind. Sock trying to get in a better position. Oh, some OrcWorker units are already slowed. Oh, and that's level 5. Level 3 crit is now available, and OrcWorker is going to take the fight. Stormbolt being used onto the Wyvern. Shadowhunter, of course, using a heal wave. A lot of OrcWorker's units are being distracted by this water elemental, but that will be level 5, so now he has level 3 heal wave as well. He uses 1. He's got about 2 more left. Actually, never mind. He's out. Yeah, he's got about 2 more left. That's level 5 for the Archmage. Did Sock? No, I just saw water elemental. I was gonna ask if he reclassed to Blizzard. Alright, another healing wave being used. OrcWorker also using a speed scroll. That Wyvern getting focused down. The water elemental will be able to get it down. Kodo did get a spellbreaker for his snack here. And right now, OrcWorker is down by 11 supply here. Another Raider goes down. Oh, no, nice heal wave. Saves that Raider. But he will go down in the end. Long range bolt gonna catch his Spirit Walker as well. Blade Master in the back, trying to get some casters. Snipes the Priest, but the Blade Master is in a bad spot here. He's way behind in Sock's army. He is revealed from that dust. Mountain King's got plenty of Storm Bolts. Another sword goes down, but at the same time, Sock continuing to pick off units with this Storm Bolt, and that's level 5. Level 3 Storm Bolt, and I'm sure he's going to plant one right on this Blade. There's the Windwalk, though, but the dust reveals him. There's the Bolt, and the Blade Master getting pretty focused down. Heal Waves saves him. Can Sock get another bolt off, though? Oh, he was going for it. Ooh, Blade Master barely getting out of range. That would have killed the Blade. He's going to have to try to heal up with a healing salve. But OrcWorker's in a bad spot. It's 41 supply versus 52. He's down by 10 supply right now. It's 5-5 versus 5-5. But GG's called, and Sock will take game number 1 in this best of 3. Well played, Sock. Well